On tonight's Wildcast, we bring you important updates on the recent Arizona Sonoran dorm floods, as well as the safe return of a fan-favorite pet.
And later, we will take a glimpse into the opening of one of the local restaurants while another popular chain closes. Wildcast starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Wildcast. I am Joey Bernal Alonso.
And I'm Lorelai Lilly.
Lorelai, I am so excited to have the opportunity to anchor with you again. How are you feeling today?
I am so excited to anchor on Wildcast. I don't usually anchor on Wildcast, but I'm super happy I'm doing it with you.
Me too. Then let's get this party started. Tonight's top stories cover recent news that affects not only campus, but all of Tucson. SNAP-Ed, a program known in Arizona as the AC Health Zone, officially comes to an end tomorrow, September 30th. The program's funding was cut from the federal budget, causing many changes moving forward. AC Health Zone, partnered with the U of A's Cooperative Extension, has long worked to ensure nutrition security through the community, outreach, and classes. AC Health Zone does assure that it will continue regardless of the funding cuts, and classes are still available through the University of Arizona for those interested.
While the nutritional resources offered by the school are facing changes, so are the housing resources offered to the residents of this one dorm. The Arizona Sonoran dorm was rushed with water last Tuesday as the building flooded. The cause came when a university student hit a sprinkler with a water jug, setting off the entire system. Students were forced to evacuate and were not allowed to return to their rooms until 1:30 a.m. Temporary housing has been set up for students in the old Kaibab and Huachuca dorms. These students, specifically those from the 8th floor, will have to wait several weeks before they can return.
Rather than students, this next story affects a different type of Tucson residents, a group of guinea pigs residing in Marana. 24 stolen guinea pigs were returned home to their Marana Animal Rescue on Saturday, the 27th. The robbery took place several days prior as two 14-year-old girls were spotted on the facility's security camera. They had the guinea pigs in hand. A joint investigation took place with the Phoenix Police Department, and a search warrant was executed to recover the animals. Pima County Sheriff's Department is still assessing the charges, but all the guinea pigs are home and they are safe.
Moving on to the next section of Wildcast, we will now transition from what is directly affecting students, Tucsonians, and guinea pigs.
After the break, our stories will take a look into what currently affects the restaurants located in and around Tucson. Stay with us.
I'm Kate Condon, and you're watching UATV3.
This is Madeline Heinrich, and you're watching UATV3.
I'm Jaden Zelm.
I'm Demetra Alarcon.
I'm Carly Siegel. I'm Delaney Penn.
I'm Gabby Rosenberg.
I'm Rachel. My name's Simone.
I'm Isabella Will.
I'm Avery Klein.
I'm Joey Bernal Alonso.
And I'm Pablo Rojas.
And you're watching
As a city of gastronomy, Tucson has a wide variety of food to offer.
From a popular chain's financial decision to a new local restaurant and sweet shop on campus, these next stories dive into what is currently occurring in the food industry here in Tucson.
The first features a new restaurant which just opened last week. The restaurant is named Miramonte and comes from the owners of Local and Contigo Latin Kitchen, located in Midtown Tucson. UATV3 reporter Elias Bonilla has more on how the opening weekend went with the new restaurant.
The building behind me has housed many things before, but since this past Thursday, it is now home to one of Tucson's newest local restaurants. On Speedway just past Country Club is Miramonte, a restaurant where one can enjoy comforting American dishes in an elegant mid-century modern space. The restaurant is founded by local owners Deborah Tenino and Nick Kreutz, who also own award-winning favorites Local and Contigo Latin Kitchen. The restaurant, which finds its home at the recently renovated Rancho Center, joins a competitive food scene in the Old Pueblo. The restaurant aims to offer something that isn't available at many other places: high-quality dishes and ingredients, both for lunch, dinner, and at the late-night hours. The restaurant is designed with a mid-century modern look in mind, a mix of elegance and comfort. One side of the restaurant sports a teak bar that spans the entire right side of the business, equipped with crystal martini glasses and subtle lighting. Marketing director Giuseppe DeMasi tells me it's a great spot for the establishment.
We have an Italian restaurant, we have a Latin fusion restaurant, and we thought it'd be a really great compliment to add a modern take on an American diner. Once we saw that the space opened up, it has such a historic history to it in the community. It was just a perfect fit for us.
Many customers were eager to try the restaurant. Saturday's dinner service packed to full capacity. Despite the busy scenes at the restaurant, patrons say it's worth the wait.
Super cool. Yeah, really fun. Yeah. We sat at the short side of the bar, which was kind of a nice experience. Yeah.
And will you guys be back?
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Love to come back.
The menu itself is wide-ranging, containing a dedicated seafood menu, a vast selection of house specialties, various sandwiches and burgers, and an assortment of starters and salads. The menu is complemented with a vast drink menu of wines, martinis, and cocktails. For Miramonte, it's a place that can be enjoyed by anyone 12 hours a day.
It's an elevated, welcoming vibe. You can dress it up, you can bring some jackets, check it out, but it's really just a place like we can together and experience.
Miramonte will be open Tuesday through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and more information can be found at MiramonteTucson.com. For UATV3, I'm Elias Bonilla.
While one restaurant chain opens a new location, another closes 7. Starbucks, the largest coffee chain in the country, closed hundreds of stores this past weekend. In Tucson, 7 locations closed their doors yesterday, including the one right here on University Boulevard. In an announcement on Thursday, Starbucks stated the closures were the result of missed financial targets or below standard environments. Letters were posted on the front of closing stores, expressing gratitude for their customers and hoping to continue sharing moments with them. In response to the company's actions, Starbucks Workers United hosted a protest rally early this morning outside of the closed store on University Boulevard.
Though Frappuccinos may not be accessible, there is another new stop on the campus perfect for anyone with a sweet tooth. Sweet is a new candy and froyo shop that opened this August in the Bear Down Gym. From wide variety of toppings to students' excitements regarding the opening, UATV3 reporter Ray Digman has more.
We're here at the Bear Down Gym today. The University of Arizona has opened a new shop. It's called Sweets, and they offer a variety of candy and froyo to satisfy your sweet tooth.
After opening mid-August, this new candy store has been very popular so far. Located in the Highland District on the ground floor of the Bear Down Gym, Sweets is here to boost your day. They have a variety of froyo flavors, including vanilla and chocolate. They also have plenty of toppings like M&Ms, Biscoff cookies, chocolate chips, fudge, and caramel. We asked Giovanni Mendez Moreno, an employee, what he has enjoyed most about working here so far.
My favorite thing definitely most by far is about the amount of people that I've been able to meet and just like have friendly conversations with, whether it be students, teachers, faculty, or anyone passing by.
Sweets offers bag your own candies such as taffy and jelly beans. They also have gummy bears and chocolate bars. There is both indoor and outdoor seating for you to rest and enjoy at. It's also a great spot to hang out with friends or get some work done. We asked Jackson Sloat and Antonio Cota, customers of Sweets, what their thoughts were on the new shop.
It's a great place, just like if you're going with your dorm mates and stuff, you could just go over and just
get some
shout out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They also carry some unique sweets like honey sticks and flavored biscuits. We asked Jackson and Antonio if they'd recommend Sweets to others.
Probably bring some people here, get froyo.
This is a great new option for a treat for those living on campus. Hours can be found online at arizona.edu. Make sure to go try them out. Reporting for UATV3, Ray Digman.
I loved this package, honestly. Lorelai, have you had an opportunity to visit Sweet?
No, I haven't yet. It looks so cute and I would love to do it.
Me too. It sounds like something that we have to do sooner rather than later.
Yes.
But anyway, that wraps up this portion of the show.
When we come back, UATV reporter Jacob Aries will walk through all things Arizona athletics after the break.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm your sports reporter tonight for this episode of Wildcast. Let's talk about some action that happened over this past weekend and take a deeper dive into them. Arizona men's cross-country team captured its first home victory since 2022, winning the Dave Murray Invitational with 41 points. Freshman Evan Tanui led the way, clocking 24 minutes and 22 seconds to win the 8-kilometer individual title. Fellow freshman Bryson Nielsen followed closely, finishing second overall with 24 minutes and 40 seconds. Depth sealed the victory as Michael Urbanski placed 7th and Connor Grusendorf finished 10th. Cooper Quigley finished 20th. The Wildcats outpaced GCU, who finished second, with UTEP taking third. On the women's side, Arizona placed second behind New Mexico State University, led by standout freshman Praise Chepkemboy, who ran 22 minutes and 7 seconds for second place. Amelia North added a top 10 finish while finishing in 7th with 22 minutes and 45 seconds, while Lena Friedman and Cara Mickelson placed 8th and 10th. Kayla Lark rounded out the scoring. The woman totaled 46 points, finishing behind MSU's 29, but ahead of GCU. Arizona now turns its focus to the Highlander Invitational in Riverside on October 18th. Arizona women's soccer earned their first Big 12 win of the season with a 1-0 victory over UCF. Student reporter Elias Bonilla has more on the match.
In a thrilling matchup filled with defense, great saves, and a penalty shot goal, the U of A comes out with a win over UCF 1-0. This past Thursday, the Arizona women's soccer team competed in their conference home opener against the University of Central Florida. The Wildcats this season have been admirable, entering the matchup with an overall record of 5-4, though 0-1 in conference play after their earlier loss at Iowa State. Despite the setback, the Wildcats were eager to be back at home and get their season back on track. However, challenges began from the onset as bad weather rolled in before the game. Regardless, the Wildcats were ready, and so were fans.
The ball's going to be slippery, the grass is going to get slipperier, so yeah, we'll see how that plays an effect, and hopefully they can stay on top of the ball.
The rain luckily stopped roughly 15 minutes before kickoff, and the match began as scheduled. The majority of the first half was played in UCF territory, where the Wildcats attacked offensively throughout the first 45 minutes. The matchup remained close, and in the 43rd minute of the match, a successful penalty kick by the sophomore forward Aurora Gaines resulted in the Wildcats taking the lead into the half. Going into the second portion of the game, the Wildcats knew they had to keep up the positive momentum.
I think more of our adjustments were offensively. Our defense held up really well in the first half, so we didn't want to change too much and disrupt what goodness we had going. So we just said we needed to come out strong. We're not very good most of the time when we start the second half, so we knew we had to change that trend today.
The Wildcats' defense held up as UCF struggled to make any offensive moves in spite of most of the second half being played in Arizona territory. Goalkeeper Olivia Ramey had 2 saves in the half, an impressive follow-up from her Iowa State performance. In an interesting turn of events, the rain came back with 10 minutes left in the match. However, the late game showers didn't deter the team, and the Wildcats were victorious, winning 1-0. The Wildcats are now 1-1 in the conference and 6-4 overall, and as they head into the rest of the season, players like Aurora Gaines know what the team needs to do to keep winning.
Starts with the attacking side. I mean, the defense has been strong all year. You know, we've been working every week with the attacking side, and I think today was a really good step forward with that. So I think moving forward, we just got to keep being consistent on attacking side, and the defense is just going to keep doing what they're doing, and we'll be okay.
The Wildcats' next 2 games will be on the road at West Virginia and Cincinnati. For UATV3, I'm Elias Bonilla.
It was a great defensive win, especially being in the rain. Now, over the weekend, the Arizona Wildcats women's soccer defeated Oklahoma State 3-1 at Mulcahy Stadium in Tucson. The weather was more permitting that day. Sophomore Narissa Faltz opened the scoring in the 62nd minute, followed by freshman Mariah Stephenson's first career goal 5 minutes later. Junior defender Marissa Arnst added her first career goal in the 75th minute to seal the win. Oklahoma State scored a late goal in the 89th minute, but it was not enough to mount a comeback. Arizona dominated possession, outshooting Oklahoma State 22-6 with 12 shots on target and earning 6 corner kicks on Oklahoma State's 2. Despite losing top scorer Aurora Gaines early to injury, the Wildcats showed resilience and depth. The team improved to 7-4 overall and 2-1 in Big 12 play. Goalkeeper Olivia Ramey played a key role in protecting the lead. Coach Becca Moros praised the team's mentality, competitive energy, and disciplined play. This win bolsters Arizona's confidence as they continue Big 12 competition. Moving on to football, Arizona fell to Iowa State 39-14 in Ames as the Cyclones dominated from the opening kickoff. Quarterback Rocco Betts threw for 243 yards and rushed for 3 touchdowns, showcasing his dual threat ability in the first quarter. A 43-yard pass to Chase Sowell set up quarterback to sneak down a touchdown. Arizona responded with Noah Fafita connecting with Chris Hudson for a 25-yard touchdown pass. Iowa State answered with a short-range rushing touchdown by Trey Tillman to extend the lead. The Cyclones also executed a trick play where tight end Ben Brahmer threw a 45-yard pass to Brett Elskison, setting up another score. However, 2 interceptions thrown by Fafita hurt Arizona's momentum. Arizona's ground game, led by Ismail Mahdi, rushing for 85 yards, failed to overcome Iowa State's defensive pressure. Betts added another rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter to seal the win. The Wildcats struggled in the red zone and allowed multiple big plays, highlighting the need to improve both defensive and discipline while finishing drives. Well, that's a wrap, Wildcats fans. Joey and Lorelai will be back when we return. Stay loud, stay proud, and we'll see you next time.
Jacob, thank you so much for that. Speaking of football, renowned Puerto Rican artist Bad Bunny just announced that his only performance in the US this year will take place in the Super Bowl halftime show. However, if you want to know the why of this, make sure to tune in into the starting lineup this Wednesday. Lorelai, real quick, just to finish this up, what do you think about this halftime show?
I personally don't know that much about Bad Bunny, but I'm just really thankful it's not Taylor Swift.
I could not agree more. And with that, we wrap up tonight's Wildcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all of your upcoming shows. Once again, I am Lorelai Lilly.
And I am Joey Bernal Alonso. Be sure to tune in Wednesday for the starting lineup. Have a great night, Wildcats.